Alright then, time to get this started. And my phone's still having a problem charging. Time to get this party started, ladies and gents. So, same thing as usual. I am here once again playing Flatout 2. Part 3 of the gameplay. I'm still trying to see if I can play through and beat the whole entire game. And I'm getting there. But sadly though, the game is not offering me the luxury to drive one car per specific class. So, rip. That's because when you play through the game, it's like not offering you any training wheels after you play for a while. Of course, Derby was simple. It was just about it. We're still in the middle of the race class, and I'm still needing to get that over with. And then we're off to street class, and then we're off to the final championships, and then try to do some of the smaller events that haven't been completed yet. Well, try to at least. Because there are some events that I can't say that I will be able to do completely because because of the because how it's made to be, and it's not really easy for me to try to do that. But yeah, we're back on the far more superior Flatout game. We're on the the goat of Flatout. I finally am able to have this as my therapy from the I'm just able to have this as my therapy, and hold on a moment, my resolution's messed up on the live stream. Sometimes it's auto tuning this full screen for the game, so that's something. Not that I would enjoy, to say the least. And this is game capture itself, not like the full desktop capture where you're able to record your gameplay all while also tabbing out and then looking over at the online. It happens from time to time. At the very least, I'd say just like, I guess you could kind of say that it was a bad idea for me to get Fallout 3 from the get-go. Like, no matter how cheap it is, but I still got either way just for the sake of the experience. And if I were, like, if I wanted to experience a very shitty game with the for the cost of my sanity and the cost of my breath, I would do it at a very, very cheap price. Like if the game's $1, or maybe 50, or maybe I guess $2, but that's still asking for too much. But if the game was like $1, then that would make sense. Because I don't want to go out of my way just to pay $20 to full price just for a video game that hardly ever even functions properly. Like, please, I'm wasting money that I could use to go buy some groceries if that mattered so badly. Team 6. And that's one race down. We got at least 2 more to go, but I need to check if I could. Because the thing is that the strength of the vehicle is decent at best. However, it's not strong enough is what it's telling me. Because I've taken a lot of punishment on that previous race. I know someone is probably going to say you need to avoid less collisions. Let me just tell you that it is unavoidable no matter where you go. Well, I mean, like, I say that more for the AI, because at times the AI do crash into you. But I mean, that's the whole purpose of the game, is that you crash into stuff, you crash into other cars, the other AI drivers crash into you. That's how the whole entire game goes. But to be fair, it functions more properly if you're playing a game that is like this. Just make sure when you're playing a game like this that it isn't the Wii version, and that it isn't Chaos and Destruction, the third game. The fourth game, I don't really know. I can't say for certain. But definitely do not touch the third game. I recommend you don't. If you haven't seen the previous 2 streams, I recommend you check them out if you have the free time to. But besides that, regardless, I would not recommend it. And in regards to Flatout 2, I could have tried the Ultimate Carnage if the game wasn't giving me a problem running on Windows 11. Because apparently that, like, Flatout Ultimate Carnage is made to go up to Windows 10. So in other words, I can't really play the game at all if it's like that. It does look promising, as it's a higher definition Flatout 2 with just additional characters and some more challenges that you could play through. It just isn't possible to play because it's limited up to Windows 11. At least that's what I've been hearing. There's a lot I could say about Flatout from now on, despite the fact that a lot of people have played it before. And some hardly any people make any live streams of it and videos at the same time, which makes sense, is the fact that, based on experience, you're legitimately playing the Dark Souls variation of a racing game, considering the fact that it's just ridiculously annoying that the AI somehow knows to race around certain tracks inside of that game. Even though, despite the fact they're having a hard time as to understanding how to do a demolition derby. The handling, like the drivability on the map, I don't know how that even works. It's like slippery every single corner you go. Like an ice rink. I always keep saying ice rink because that's how it exactly feels like most of the time. Like, there's no control in the vehicle. And they handle like concrete fridges when they are just like driving around corners and stuff like that. Yo, we got basketball. I would play the Space Jam theme. But I know that YouTube's fucking pissy about about copyright. So, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna do it anyways. Hold on, let me get the music up and running. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put the Space Jam theme and just play it while we're doing the stunt. Here we go. Here we freaking go. Hold on. It's those dumb advertisements for car companies. Hold, give it a moment. Give it a moment. There we go. Now we got the music up and running.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam.
A little too loud.
Dance at the Space Jam. All right.
I guess it's a little loud on my part. I'm using YouTube to put the music on. YouTube's gonna be pissed about me using some copyrighted music, but the only 3 to 4 words I can say is, I don't fucking care. Because I'm just here to poke a little bit of fun around something like this. Here we go. Round 2. YouTube is definitely gonna be pissed about this. But like I said, I'm just trying to poke some fun around and things like this. Because, I mean, come on. We're in a basketball themed stunt, and I just missed that one. I messed that one, didn't I? I'm not editing this one out. I'm not editing this one out. Some days, though, one of these copyrights is going to get my YouTube channel banned or terminated for good. But it's not like I'm abusing it. I'm making a live stream and I'm doing a YouTube. I'm just like playing Flatout and I'm having the music play on the background through YouTube, the YouTube platform alone. I would do it on Spotify, but we already know that Spotify is gay as shit when it comes to, oh, I don't know, requiring people to buy membership in order to actually play music. You know, like the ones you want specifically for yourself. That's why if I'm fucking around with, if I'm messing around with Spotify, I'm gonna do it where everything's for free. Of course, I can't say that. I can say that I have done that, and I'm doing that right now, but I don't want to say how I'm doing it. Otherwise, the company is going to go after those people, and I'm going to be the one held responsible for that shit. So I don't want to be held responsible.
Doing my favorite thing at 7 p.m. as a content creator. Guess what it is? Pitching.
And I wish
Just
YouTube
kidding.
wasn't
Sending
so fucking dumb when
emails
it comes
hard.
to these advertisements. It's so bad. And the song ended anyways. I'm gonna find a remix version and then put it on. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Maybe there's one like this one? There is a few interesting choices, but and just to prove to YouTube that I'm actually just doing it as such, as I said, here it is, Team YouTube. That's how I'm doing the music. Not all too special. I'm just using your website to put this copyrighted ass music that you so much care about. What's a good one though? I want to choose one of them, but I don't know which one I want to choose. I was thinking more of a game that I'm familiar with, a game that I've played before. But it's just hard to choose which one I want to do. That's the thing. I guess I'll do this one. If it could even load, because for some apparent
Here we are
reason,
driving down the road, and all of a sudden, bang! Oh!
Mario's. I put Mario's. Sometimes I hate this. It takes forever to load. Come on, landed on the 9. I need a 9er. There we go. Ooh yeah. Alright, I'm closing the YouTube already. I'm so gonna get copyrighted, but yet, still, I'm just doing that for the fun of it. I'm just going at that one moment. I just want to go a few moments at least, just for once, where I don't care about copyright. Like, you claim the live stream all you like, but I'm just gonna say right now, that was fair use. That was fair use, because I'm not like plagiarizing, I'm not making another video out of it and saying that it's actually my music or anything like that. I'm just doing it for the fun of it, because why not? It's all boring when I don't have any music playing. What do you want me to fucking play? Wait. I got an idea. Hold on. Let me put a song that YouTube expects me to play. I'm not saying that this is actually what they would want me to play, but this is how I imagine they want. This is what I imagine, okay? Here, let me put it. Like something that isn't copyright claimed. Probably like this, I think.
Subway did what?
20% off any sub, any size.
Nobody cares. Nobody fucking likes Disney, so it doesn't matter. Okay, not that one. Like, this is what I imagine it to be like, that they want me to play. Just for the sake of copyright, that's it. to think of it, I think the song is also copyrighted. Like, honestly. There, we gotten through the whole entire race with this crappy song. Okay, so there's a few things I can say about that right there. One, the music doesn't even fit in very well with what I'm playing right now. This is about destruction and carnage and all that kind of stuff. If I was to pick, I would have picked some sort of rock or metal music that would play in the background, if it actually mattered so badly. And you know, this would have been if YouTube didn't have so much of a problem in regards to copyright claiming and stuff like that. Before YouTube was Google-ified. Because back then, copyright wasn't very much of an issue. Because the thing of it is that when it comes to there being no copyright as an issue, it's in regards to YouTube not being a job. So I was saying that the music doesn't fit in very well. It sounds boring at the same time. Let's be fair, some people are probably going to be bored listening into this song. And you know, it's kind of repetitive. I mean, like, come on, give me some more music options that I could use for content like this instead of going through the NCS like some Five Nights at Freddy's animated SFM animator from from a decade's worth of animation and use the same exact music that they've used for their animations. Like, come on, man. I want something to spice up the gameplay and not make it sound like some sort of... You get the idea. Reuse the same thing like it's some sort of Five Nights at Freddy's SFM animation. I mean, this is about excitement, this is about adrenaline, this is about race... thrill-seeking, all those kinds of stuff. I'm pretty certain they're all the same thing. But yet, that song I played right there, that serves an example as to YouTube and their copyright systems. That song right there doesn't fit in. It only fits in if it was like a funny moment where the AI is acting kind of weird in any given game, because that's just how the AI are at times. But if I'm like racing, if I'm like trying to go through the experience and trying to play through, that's not what I would use for a live stream like this. Hell, even a video. If I were to make a video of a montage video of racing, I would not use that song unless there was some random funny moment going on, then yeah. But besides that, no. Honestly, if copyright wasn't a problem, I would probably be playing Space Jam all the time every single time I play a basketball segment. I mean, I don't play NBL. I mean, NBL. I mean to say NBA because I don't play NBA because the NBA nowadays are probably garbage for the most part. They focused more on making money than making the experience enjoyable for the player base. And I guess that's just about it. The besides, I'm not even a big fan of sports games in general. The only time I played sports games were... The only time I've played a sports game, which people are gonna complain, oh, that's not actually sport. It's like, it is an actual sport if you're trying to make yourself fit for it. Like, the only sport game that is motorsport would be the NASCAR Thunder 2004. And that was actually a good game for the time being. Don't know why we can't get any more games like that. Oh yeah, I forgot, because EA doesn't fucking care about their player base. Until EA actually cares, and until EA does have time to include NASCAR for once in their life, please do not bother me about EA. But if I do have to say, I enjoy this game better than Flatout 2. I mean, Flatout 2. This is Flatout 2. I enjoy this more than Flatout 3. Very easy to say. I probably would say the same for Ultimate Carnage if Ultimate Carnage could allow me to play it, but it's got that limitation where I can't play on Windows 11, so that's a problem. Can't do anything about that, sadly. And that was a terrible. That was an okay race, but I feel like it could do better than that. I lost the trunk. Man, those cars are expensive. I like to see how this is gonna go. I think I'll state off a few things about this game that differs to the Flatout 3 as soon as I'm done with this race. One thing I could say right here is that the gameplay physics and mechanics actually feel like they do fit in very well. The drivability, the steering, the handling, all that kind of good stuff. The boosting actually feels like you're legit boosting your car. And when you start off a race, you don't start off with a full tank of nitrous. Like, give me a break. You want nitrous? You gotta earn it before you could actually use it inside this game. The race list is simplified to 8, and that's been since Flatout 1, of course, the very first one. But they had some additions in regards to making different characters just to spice up the game a little bit. Some AI drivers have advantages with others, depending on what vehicle they're driving inside this game. Which is purely gold. Like, for instance, Katie Jackson driving a muscle car inside of the Derby class, a coupe inside of the race class, but then drives a small little hatchback in the street. Sophia is mainly a small car girl, but then when you go against her in street class, it's absurd because she went from a small hatchback to a pickup truck. But Sally Taylor is like the opposite of Sophia, and here's why. Because Sally drives 2 pickups, one in Derby and one in race. But then she goes into a muscle car inside the street. And Frank Malkov, every single one of them, he's in a truck. Okay, so let's put it like this. So when you're playing the game, you start off, you have 2 decisions. You have a male character, and then you have a female character. When you do that, you go in and you basically are up and running and playing the game right now. When you're playing the game, though, if you were just going to do a single race, or a demolition derby, or a stunt event, or whatever may lie to be the case. Of course, they do have different classes, but it's simple as it goes. When you pick a racetrack, you pick a location, you pick a racetrack, and then you pick a car. There's a few options for paint jobs, but that's whatever. You do all of this, and then you're out and doing the event. You're not going in trying to select your car, choose a bunch of other modes that are just highly irrelevant. Like Big Battle, you could just basically play Demolition Derby inside of this game and it'd still be good. Monster Trucks? Dude, who even asked for that? Zombies? If you're playing Dead Rising or Call of Duty Zombies, or even Resident Evil, those are better ways to kill zombies than a Flatout game. And that being said for Flatout 3. There's none of this bullshit of, oh hey, you're also able to select your character when after you choose your car. There is no, hey, it takes an unlockable vehicle inside this game. None of this, oh hey, we added hell as an event, as a stunt event inside this game. None of this, oh hey, it's a post-apocalyptic world. We thought it would look good. It would have looked good if it was fucking Mad Max. That's as much as I could say. If you seriously choose Flatout 3 on top and Mad Max on the bottom, you have a serious problem and you need help. Well, my car's clipping through the wall. None of the characters inside of Flatout 3 offer any special advantages. The races just feel like basically I feel like if I pulled in a Dark Souls player and asked them how the racing is inside of that game, their answer is probably gonna be, this is just as hard as Dark Souls. Because it doesn't matter which difficulty you play Flatout 3 on, they're gonna be hard as shit, regardless. Difficulty's useless to change at that point. Tuning? Don't even get me started on that. That was useless from the very beginning. There is never a thing where people have ever said Flatout 3 is a good game. Has that ever changed? In a decade and so, it still hasn't changed. And after my experience for the previous 2 days, I can finally see why. I finally got to know why it was bad. Because, not only because the gameplay physics and mechanics were bad, the fact that there was additional characters was a useless thing. The soundtrack, I imagine, would have been bad if I played the original game soundtrack instead of, you know, my music, or played my sound files instead of some actual music. It probably would have been bad. Sound effects, the engine sound effects are reused. The crashing sound effects, I don't know where the hell. They just went to, I don't know, free stock or whatever they went to just to get those sound files. And they thought it would actually fit in because they don't know how to, you know, make the sound files themselves, or they're just too lazy, or they're just a bunch of cheap. They're just a bunch of cheap people. I mean, if they want to treat Flatout very cheaply, then we could treat them very cheaply. Like for instance, I could say the about Team 6's Super Street the game. You want to buy that game? You're better off buying it for at least $1 to $2. Not 5, not 10, not 20, not even the price that it's originally set for. $1. It is not worth what you think it is. Of course, there is Super Street Racer, but that's a Nintendo That's a Nintendo Switch port of the Super Street the game. Oh, and I also forgot to mention the damage model, the damage system inside of the game. You know how this one is? This one's decent. If you crash, you end up taking you end up taking moderate damage. You don't. And whenever you land a jump or something like that, you don't end up taking damage. At least I don't think you do. But when you crash into another driver, you don't take the damage, but the other driver does. And it works the same way around. Unless you two are made a collision against each other, then I guess that would make sense. And ragdolls actually do fly out of their car inside this game. And fuck, I'm already smoking. Well, that was disastrous. I crashed him out. And get this, your vehicle inside of this game doesn't regenerate any of its body parts, nor does it repair. In other words, it doesn't repair. But somehow, when you play Flatout 3, at some point your car ends up randomly repairing, despite the fact that, how the fuck does that happen? Like, you can't repair your car when you're racing. You could do that. Like, if you were playing Street Racing Syndicate, and if you were playing Free Roam, then I guess. But it costs money just to repair your car in that game. But besides that, you can't repair your car around here. When you play old games like this, you can't repair your car, like, at all. Ever. The only time your car is ever repaired is if you restart the race or if you're in some different event. And that's how it actually does work. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. That was something. Sally is wrecked. I don't know how that happened. Sophia's wrecked. Okay, then. What is going on back there? Shoot, I'm not even there to know what's going on with them two. Their cars are dead. That's all I know for sure. I assume that was Sally, and then that is Sophia. Katie Jackson's wrecked already. Well, she survived. Katie survived till the last lap. That I'll give her. Gotta give the credit where it's due for that. Nice. And then have you tried online? I tried online with my brother at least a few months ago. In other words, I played a LAN match with him. I haven't gone in and played the full experience of online, but I do know that I'm gonna be demolished to shit. So I want to save myself from that kind of suffering, as far as I know. Besides, I've grown more on the fact that playing the games casually is what you need to do more often. So I'm just going through by that. It's been updated. Yeah, I know. That's why I've tried the update out. Played an LAN match with my brother. I did try the update. There isn't very much that has changed, besides the fact that they've added some Steam Deck cards, and then they had the Steam Workshop up and running, as far as I know, and then the multiplayer supports. The multiplayer is up and running without GameSpy. 20 servers a day. But then again, Wreckfest has hundreds of servers, despite the fact that they're mostly empty. Well, not all of them are empty, just some of them. Flaringo. I imagine that car up there, the Flaringo, that billboard. I imagine that Bugbear was planning to make that as an actual drivable vehicle inside this game. At least, I think. Well, I mean, even if they weren't, I could imagine, no? The race car finals. Let's do this. I'm just mentally preparing myself before I start going into the street class. Because I already got a hunch as to how the street class is gonna be. Get ready to fight with Sophia 24/7. That's what I'm mentally trying to prepare myself for. But it's not only her that I gotta deal with. I got a feeling that I also gotta deal with Frank Malkov at the same time, because they're both driving trucks. I mean, Sophia as a challenge to take first place, I suppose if that's what you mean, then yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to prepare myself for that. Frank is framed in the street. But I feel like there's more than just... I don't know. I could be thinking that there's some other characters that are a challenge, like Jack, since he's driving cars that are able to handle somewhat well and keep up with speed. I feel like he's going to be a challenge too, not just Sophia. That being said, in regards to the racing side of all of this, Katie's just gonna die the very first second of the race when it comes to street. Jack, Sophia, and Jason are the challenge. Okay, so Jack and Jason are the exact same problems as to the other events. Given that a few times on the previous stream of this game that it's not only Jack that is able to take first place away from me, but also Jason at the same time. I guess Jason does somewhat good when he's inside a race. Either that, or I just failed to not notice that he's actually good at Derby as well when it comes to racing. Damn. Don't need to be that harsh, Jack. Well, I see that Sophia's trying to build up the upper hand right now just because she's driving a small car and then somewhat does good on handling. It's too bad it's too fragile. She'll just end up dying at some point. He's good at street. Oh boy. I'm really gonna have to mentally prepare myself then. Ray is wrecked at the very end of the race. Wait, where is he? As soon as I finished the race, it just says that Ray Carter just ended up wrecked. Bro, wait, did he cross the line before he got wrecked or something like that? That's what I'm curious about. Maybe he did. Well, one of them just ended up choking on that turn right there. I still wish I was given a luxury to drive only one car and beat the whole entire game for each class, but sadly this game's not giving me that luxury. Well, as long as I'm playing my cards right, that's all that really needs to matter at the end of the day. Where'd he come from? Hey, who says for you to take my lead, huh? Who said for you to take my lead, huh? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with your fucking shitty Civic. Get out of here. And that is another win. This and the other one, and then I'm able to do the street class. So far, Derby and Street aren't, like, insane as what Street is. Street is where, the Bugbear team, the devs of the Bugbear team saw Need for Speed Underground, the first Underground game, and decided to take whatever made the game difficult from there and implemented it to this, only this time with trucks. With an addition of trucks. And crashing. And essentially what you'll end up getting is Pain Simulator 24/7 when you play the street class inside of this game, which ultimately makes a challenge. What a fun challenge at that. Like, never mind the rubber banding is what, despite the fact that the AI are able to keep up with you in Flatout 2. They just have batshit insane AI when it comes to the street class. Given as to how Sophia is basically the pain train in regards to smashing into other cars, Jack and Jason are good at the racing parts of the game. I feel like Jason's been good somewhat in regards to, like, he started getting good when it comes to the race class. Like, look at him. Right now he took first place from me. But for the most part, Jack has been acting like he's a professional racer in not only this race class, but also in the derby class, if you think of it, because the car he was driving essentially looks like it's supposed to be a race car, but yet it's all with It's just a derby car. Sophia's just annoying. I could have. Oh boy. Katie Jackson's dead. Rip. I spun out Sophia. Jason's just basically won the race. But I mean, it won't impact me that badly. It's not gonna impact me that badly. I still got first place because I've gotten, what, like... Okay, 38 points. Everyone is just gone insane right now. They're crashing into each other. Well, at least I was able to squeeze through. Okay, that concrete bag or sandbag or whatever it is just caused my car to spin out. Lose control. That's a miniature steamroller. Come on, Sally, you're gonna. Okay, I didn't wreck her. I was about to. Get over here! Oh shit. Really? Got his ass. Come on, could I do more? Could I... Got her. That's how you nail the hammer down on those guys. Okay. Just take me off. Just end my suffering already. Frank Malkoff's wrecked. How? Maybe he suffered that much damage. That's probably why. My car hasn't gone off yet. I guess it's because of those durability upgrades, but they've done some minor changes to the car though. That's the problem. And we won the race cup. The last one we need is the street class. which means it's time to buy a car. Buy your most reasonably priced car. I'm gonna take the Bumblebee. The Bumblebee Evolution. I should have enough for all these upgrades. So it's time for me to go ham. If I don't, then that just means I gotta race more for more cash. Sadly, those is like super. Not. I mean to say it's not like Street Syndicate where you can't put in wagers to win even more money inside of this game. I mean, more the merrier. No, gain more money from all of this. Not just from standard racing, but for also wagers. That would have been something useful. I think I just bought out every single upgrade I possibly can for this car. I bought out every single upgrade, which means I am perfectly safe. Okay, Frank just lost control of his truck. Don't know how, because that's an all-wheel drive truck. He is behind. Oi! I don't fucking care if you transfer from Civic to a Dodge Ram. I'm still taking you out. And we got him. That's race 1 down. And 3 more to go. Well, actually, 2 more to go. I forgot. Katie just lost control. What the fuck is wrong? You really are brain dead. Would you be down to race sometime? Maybe I could do at least a few online races. After this one, though. Like, after this series of races, I'll give the full-on online a go. I'm probably gonna die the first minute. I'm probably gonna die the first few seconds the race starts, because they just choose a car that doesn't pertain to strength or something like that. I don't know. I've never been in one, but I would assume on YouTube videos that they're wild as shit. Like, people in online lobbies are crazy. I'm saying that in a good way, to say the least. Well, shit. At least some online interaction can't really kill me that badly. Hello. So if anything, after this race and the next one, I'll try online for a little bit. I just know that it's gonna be wild. Like crazy when it comes to the online experience. Actually, I could just go online after this one. I'm not trying to plug mine, but my videos, the people aren't that bad. No, I'm not saying like they're bad. I'm saying like they're crazy, is what I'm trying to say. In a good way. Where people, it's like online itself, it's very wild compared to when you play standard single player. Like, it's just that the online world is extremely crazy around inside this game. I've never experienced it, but I got a good feeling that I'm probably gonna die in the first few seconds. No, I mean not in bad, as in not crazy. My mind's just racing. I do apologize if I'm just getting everyone mixed up. Find games, any, so we could play any of these ones. Actually, there is one that I do not want to do. So, it's the only one that I would want to do is race, because that's just about it. Something tells me I want to do badly. Here, I'll just start up one of my own. When my brother when I played at the LAN, we did double the damage and double the nitrous, and it was extreme. It was just crazy. And it's just our first time experience, and it was a month or so ago, and that was the first time we've actually experienced online. It's just for fun. Yeah, it was for the fun of it. I mean, still, I just think online lobbies go crazy at times. But I mean, that's the whole purpose of the game. It's crazy, but it's for fun. Okay, I've lost control. No! No! I fell off. Oh, at least I can respawn. Okay. Okay. So, in regards to Flatout 2, they did squeeze the PlayStation Portable port of the game. Essentially, it's the same basis of Flatout 2, but some of the other things that were from Flatout 3, well, mainly the music and the extra game modes play on, like, mini games, kind of. You see those on the PSP version of the game. That's where that one challenge is. Well, actually, that kind of sounded wrong. How do I put it like this? It was to add in the fun to playing the game, not just playing the championships, not just the. Well, I mean, I'm not too sure if online works out too well. It probably does, but you need like an internet connection to play the full-on online while playing the PSP version of the game. But I mean, there's that also existed in our childhood too, mainly more so for my brother, since he was more big on the Flatout games. When I was younger, I wasn't really much interested into it. I should have rethought of my decision in regards to playing games back then, but I mean, come on, I was young at the time, so I couldn't really do anything about that. No, like, nowadays I can't really do anything about it. That was just my inner child self being the most unwisest person to exist. Ubisoft and Ivory Tower had announced an upcoming update for the PlayStation 2 and Motorfest. Unless it's the offline patch, I did get the first game for the Xbox One, but unless that offline patch actually comes, then maybe I will go back to playing it. Because the thing is that when I see it like this, I don't believe it unless I actually see it. That's how I am. I'm not gonna believe the fact that they made the game, like they made the offline patch, if they're just for the sake of it. Like I'm not gonna believe that they're gonna do it unless they've actually said that, unless they actually put the update out for certain. Then maybe I'll change my mind and play the game. Don't know how long exactly, but I'll play the game. Yeah, it's an offline patch. Still, I don't want to give in and say that, oh, this game's, I'm going to enjoy this game and eventually go on and play for a while and try to turn off the internet connection to my Xbox. Like, disconnect my Xbox from the internet, like from the Wi-Fi itself, not the membership, because I don't subscribe to memberships anymore. I haven't done it in like a year or two ago. But I mean, like, taking it off the internet connection for good. If I were to do that, and if I saw the game needed the internet connection in order to play in the future, I'm gonna be extremely disappointed. Sometimes I just see things. Sometimes I just don't believe it until it actually applies to be the case. in this offline patch, if it actually is done, and if I disconnect my Wi-Fi from my Xbox, and if I'm able to play the game still, just like how I'm able to do that with Forza Horizons 3 and 4, considering the fact that the full base game didn't need an internet connection for those two games. Like, if it was like that in the near future, then maybe I could think differently about the Crew 2. A little bit. Because I really don't enjoy the game. I don't enjoy it because I just find it somewhat boring. The funny thing is that they could have done an offline, made the game offline a long time ago. You know, like the first Crew game, they could have, when they were developing that game, they could have made the game offline for the time being. And that could have shared on to the second Crew game to what we have now, which is the Crew Motorfest. But instead, they waited for, hold on, let me research how long it's been since they've decided to do this. Let's see how long it's been. And I'm going by release dates, not by development. It's been a decade since they've decided to go, oh, we're going to make the game offline now. What the fuck? You could have done that a long time ago. The thing of it is that supposedly it's because of some petition in regards to an offline patch for said games. If it was made offline from the very beginning, none of this would have been a problem for the Crew game series. But instead, it's a problem for the Crew game series. Because Ubisoft is so fucking stupid, that's why. Unless it was Ivory Towers' decision to make it an online only game, then I could have just easily pointed out to them that that's a dumb idea. I don't know why you want to go out of your way to choose that decision. Like, honestly, it's just a bad idea to go with. But you know, $1 for a game like that is a really, it's really a, I'll say that much. Really is a worthy steal for a game that I don't really enjoy. $1? Perfect. I'll take that game. Just like how I took in Flatout 2 for $2 and yeah, I still regret that decision. I still hate myself for that decision I've ever made in my life. But it's either that or just wait till nearly a year for it to be $1 cheap for another special sale. I'm not gonna wait that long. Just to experience how bad the game is? Yeah, I'm not waiting. At the time, I thought for myself, well, since I don't own the Crew 2, then there's no reason to buy Motorfest. I guess the only reason if you want Motorfest to enjoy all the stuff they have, like the lowriders and stuff like that. I mean, it would be nice, but honestly, I just never seen an interest in the Crew game. Besides the very first game, that's a different story. But when I tried out the Crew 2, and I had this on disc for the Xbox, until I sold it at one point, I enjoyed the game here and there. I did try to enjoy the game, but there was moments where it disconnects me for no apparent reason, other than saying, oh, your internet connection is not active, or your Xbox disconnected, or something like that, when my Xbox is clearly connected perfectly on the... excuse me. When it's connected to the internet. That's one way how I can't enjoy the game. Another way, well, I would just say more of the gameplay of how it is. Also, Hawaii, my dream place to live. About that place, that's one of the places that my mother wants to take a vacation on. I mean, Hawaii is an interesting idea for a racing game. We've seen that happen. I think this happened since the Test Drive Unlimited series. And mind you, I'm not really big into it because I'm not really big into the Test Drive Unlimited series from the first to second game because at the time they were around, I never really got into playing it. Parents didn't have enough money to buy the games, to say the least. But it's interesting here and there to see that there is Hawaii inside of those games. And sometimes it's nice to see them inside of other racing games too. It's just that the decision is what question is. That's the only question I have. Will they do it? Will they not do it? Is what I'm needing to understand. I'm gonna pick truck. Truck. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, there we go. I don't know. I might as well just meme around the whole entire vehicle decision area. I don't want to take this as a competition. Motorfest could have been a DLC for the Crew too. And I feel like it could have. I mean, it's just a small island in Hawaii. Nothing too special about that to get another Crew game specifically. But I don't know. If Ivory Towers and Ubisoft think, oh, it's a good idea to have another island instead of doing it in the United States again, then I guess, even considering the fact that the crew, Hawaii is like a part of the United States at some certain case. Not 100%, but at some instance. Did you know there's Toyota? I've seen the cover for the Crew Motorfest. That behind the Lamborghini, there is a Toyota Supra right there. Honestly, I don't really care. If Toyota's inside of the game, Toyota's inside of the game. It doesn't bother me if Toyota's inside of the game or what. It's not going to determine that. It's not going to change my mind if I want to play the game or not. What determines my mind is if I could enjoy the game. That's what really there is to be the case. But I can't. Back then I really couldn't enjoy Test Drive Unlimited. I mean, damn it, I'm getting Test Drive Unlimited mixed up with the Crew. I couldn't get myself used to enjoying the Crew 2 that much. So I got a feeling that I wouldn't enjoy the Crew Motorfest either. Therefore, I'm not even gonna bother playing the game. Because I know for certain I'm not gonna enjoy the game. The lobby is having a... The lobby is choking on me. I mean, to me, if Toyota actually mattered inside of a racing game, if anything, I would have picked to play Need for Speed Most Need for Speed Most Wanted 05 or Underground 2. We've already seen some live streams where I played those two games and I managed to beat them. It took me a while to do the Underground 2 more than it did for the Most Wanted. Well, no, it should be the other way around. It took me a while to beat Most Wanted 05, but it took at least 5 just to beat Underground 2, to say the least. But if Toyota, but like driving any Toyota-related car, if that actually mattered to me, I'd still prefer the older Need for Speed games. That or Forza Horizon 3, because I have Forza Horizon 3 on my Xbox. I did want to get Horizon 4. Because for the life of me, Horizon, like, I don't know, when I've heard about Horizon 5, it had a rocky start at the beginning. I feel like that's when the series is not living up to the same, well, how do I put it like this? It's not doing as good as it once was? Is that how you say it? All I know is that the game hasn't been doing good so far. Could this be the start where they are changing their mind now? I guess. Maybe. Maybe they are changing their minds. Or as specifically said, there was a petition in regards to the online patch. I mean, the offline patch of the game. I bet if that petition didn't exist, Ubisoft and Ivory Tower wouldn't change their mind in regards to all of this. They would be like, oh no, we're gonna keep the game online. And watch, and if that were to be the case, then the Crew 2 would have been the next victim of the same situation that the first Crew game was involved in, which is the offline, which is, if the servers were taken offline, then the game would be deemed unplayable. Never mind, and needless to say, the fact is that I'm not too sure if the modders made offline servers for the first Crew game for the PC port. I imagine they would have. But the Crew 2 would have been in the same scenario as to the first Crew game if the servers were taken shut down, if it weren't for that petition, to say the least. At least, I think it's a petition that caused an outrage towards Ubisoft. A lot of players wanting. I'm talking about Toyota. Oh, I got myself mixed up with that. Well, I wouldn't want to count that they can't change their mind completely. They're still kind of picky. They're not letting their cars go inside of Need for Speed, and that's to say the least that they're not 100% adjusting to the change. That goes without saying, the least. If Need for Speed's not having Toyota in the game, then that's something that is going on. Like, I guess Toyota's adjusting, but they're not going too crazy, is what I'm trying to say at the same time. For all that I know, Toyota's just denying any partnership with Need for Speed. The thing of it is that even if Toyota is changing, like if they're making some alternate decisions compared to what they did before, then at seldom, the best guess is that they're slowly making the changes. I could say that people can keep hoping for Toyota to arrive in more racing games, say like Need for Speed as an instance. but I don't want to count the chickens where they hatch and say they're actually going to come back to Need for Speed right away as I speak. It's still going to take a very long while for them to decide whether they want to or not. I take it considering that they're still on some sort of special deal in regard Toyota's still with that special contract or some shit in regards to Gran Turismo. I just keep my expectations low when it comes to everything. A good racing game, certain car companies that are supposed to come to said racing game, whichever it may be, all that kind of stuff. I still have low expectations that another Burnout game will be made anytime soon. It's weird that they allowed Forza Horizon when they said they don't want their cars in street racing games. I don't get it either. I guess it's because it's Forza. They don't think it's too bad because they're not... I don't know, actually. Because Forza, you could probably say it's kind of like street racing in some form of sense. I just don't know how Toyota thinks. Yeah, Toyota features street race. Yeah, they feature that as a separate thing you can do inside of the game, not just like standard racing where you go like standard festival racing. They do have some small underground street races that happen inside that are inside of the game. You can do and you could get some cars out of. Doesn't make any sense to me either. I guess it's because they don't see Forza Horizon that much of a street racer compared to what Need for Speed has been. Like what we have for Need for Speed nowadays. Ironically, they allowed it on ironically they allowed it on the 2015 game, and I still hate it. I still hate the 2015. I forbid that it exists. I don't know, I just don't understand how things work nowadays in regards to racing games. I mean, Toyota didn't have so much of a problem with Need for Speed ever since Underground to Undercover, yet they're having a problem nowadays in regards to Payback or Heat and even in Unbound. And more so, they didn't allow their cars to return back in Forza Horizon 4 just yet. Now that could be after 2015. Yeah, but I was well, I guess up to 2015, yeah, but I was thinking more of the black box era kind of years. Because I just like the black box games more than what we have nowadays. Like, it bothers me so little to see the Toyota Supra Mark IV or the Corolla 8086. Well, it's a Torino 8086, I should say more better. That both of those cars exist inside of Need for Speed 2015. If those cars mattered the most, then take me to Need for Speed Carbon or Underground 2 or Most Wanted 05. Because at least I could enjoy those games. Okay, I just did that to myself. Yikes. Yeah, I'm not doing so good on this. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at this. I ended up remembering Need for Speed OB5. What was that game? Mobile. You mean like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010 on mobile, or like older ones? Because I do know there's Undercover for mobile. The Java had Underground 2, maybe the first Underground, but it also had Undercover. I'm not too sure what are the mobile, which one you refer to. Sadly. It's just for fun. The mobile ports for Need for Speed, I would say that I actually didn't enjoy. Of course, those are the only ones I've ever played, were the Hot Pursuit 2010 and the Most Wanted 2012. And that was just about it. I did play the Java edition. There's a new NFS mobile made in China. Oh. I don't think I have that one. We already know how they are. We already know what business practices they're doing nowadays to mobile gamers. One example is Pixel Gun because it's more of a pay-to-win game. When you look at that, when you're racing inside of either CSR Racing, CSR Classic, CSR 2, or even Need for Speed No Limits, they have like this fuel system where you have to wait for a very long while just to refuel, just for the whole entire thing to refuel before you're actually able to go back to racing. Or you have to pay your real life money in order to do that. The thing is that they're just focusing on in-game purchases. But I don't know about the Chinese. I'm not too sure about the newer mobile version of Need for Speed. I don't have it, and I really don't want to go. I really don't want to go out there to get. I don't really want to go out of my way just to get a mobile game. I'm just not a fan of it anymore. I had enough. Actually, I had enough of it since high school. Or, not high school, maybe more of middle school. This NFS game is literally hate. Oh. Maybe they squeezed Need for Speed Heat as a mobile port of the game. I don't know. Actually, I don't know how that actually works. Yikes, I've been rear-ended. Save me. I mean, the license plate makes sense. Save me from all the chaos that is happening right now. Oh, here we go. Oh, I thought I was gonna flip over. Okay, maybe just hit a rock. Rock. Tree. I tried speaking like the Iron Giant. I'm sorry if that freaked you out. Here we go. Okay, I've been stopped by a metal rail. There's vids on YouTube about this NFS mobile. I'll see about giving it a look at some point. Jeez. Okay. Okay then. Well, that was something to experience. Actually, to be quite honest, I'm not even bothered about winning or losing. Enjoying the game is all that really matters. For what it's worth, of course. I am way behind. Yikes. Hold on, I'm actually gonna give it a look. Need for Speed Mobile. Oh, it's a Black Panther video. Ew. Well, I mean, I'm not really left with a chance. I'm not really left with a choice. Oh, this is the same mapping as Need for Speed Heat. You know, if EA allowed Criterion to continue updating Need for Speed Heat, despite the fact that Ghost Games shut down, we probably would have a lot of whatever you see inside of this. We would probably have whatever is seen inside of this video that Black Panther has. But no, EA doesn't fucking care about their customers. They just basically said, "Oh, we made cross-platform possible for you, so that way you could possibly enjoy our dead game we don't give a shit about. Fuck you. If you have any problems with that, thank you for your fucking money." I suppose this is better than. I suppose this is better though than what we get in North America. Unbound is just the same garbage that is Heat, but people just don't like to admit that. This is just more better, in my opinion. No cap, it looks a lot more better. Between that and Need for Speed Unbound, that mobile version in China looks a lot more better than that garbage with ASAP hockey that nobody absolutely cares about. I don't know if they are allowed to do anything made by other studios. I would imagine. I guess not. I don't know. All I know is that we speak of EA. And what we know about EA is that they're just disastrously stupid. You mean no limits? Like no limits, I have a problem with that so badly. Of course, it is a big game. But the fact of it is that I have to wait to put gas for the gas to refuel, like refill on its own, or to go out of my way, get my money, and buy the gas is just extremely dumb. Like between a video game and driving an actual car, I might as well just get gas from my car because I get to drive around and do whatever I feel like doing. In the video game, I'm not even actually driving the cars in comparison. Of course, it's an odd comparison, I could say. In comparison, driving in real life would be more fun than playing a shitty Need for Speed mobile game that is made inside a United States or United Kingdom or wherever the fuck the No Limits comes from. I will never say yes, I've enjoyed a mobile racing game in my entire life, and even if I had to, I would prefer Asphalt 7 or 6 or 5. Because at least at the time, they weren't made for you to, oh, I don't know, surrender your fucking money to them to buy shit. That was before Asphalt 8, of course. Before they decided to go greedy and make the game for free, but make the game focus on in-game purchases mainly. The rewards are bad, and all. The reward system is just bad inside of Asphalt 8. If the game gets released for mobile, it will replace No Limits. I hope it replaces No Limits. No Limits. I mean, yeah, sure, there are some people that enjoy it, but it is impossible to say that that was a good game. Or it is impossible for me to say that it was a good game. Like, if I ever wanted to go drive in a linear racing game, I might as well just go play Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 on mobile because at least, one, the races are a bit more longer than what we got for Need for Speed No Limits. Two, there's not a requirement that you need to wait for gas to refill over time or pay your real life money just to get gas inside of the game. Three, it was a one time in it's a one-time purchase inside of the App Store or the Play Store or wherever you get your games from, and you don't have to worry about in-game purchases all too badly, even if the game had in-game purchases. Also, I don't care if a mobile racing game has car customization. If a mobile game has a car customization in regards to a racing game, I don't fucking care. If that mattered, let me go on my PC and play Need for Speed Underground 2 if it mattered so badly. Or let me find one of those let me find one of those car customization applications. River Bay 1, where would that be? Like, I'll find myself any of those games and I will enjoy it more than what I will for a full on racing game that has in game purchases for free and all that. and from AAA Game Studio to add as well. Like I'll go get 3D tuning and I'll enjoy customizing cars from in there. And I don't even have to race my way around to go get new cars, go get money, do whatever you normally do in any other video game. Of course, they do have some purchases that you got to make, but it's not as bad as, say, Need for Speed No Limits. And they call that game Need for Speed No Limits. Limit. You need to wait for your gas to refuel. You're running on limited fuel. Give me a break. Give me a break, EA. I ain't gonna pay for that. Can I show you a glitch? Alright, let's do it then. Actually, we gotta wait till this one's ready. Alright, now we're ready. Alright, so he's gonna show us a glitch and I'm gonna follow along. I'm just gonna follow along to see what the glitch is. Okay, I sent that tire flying. It actually just feels weird when I drive the rocket inside of this. Like, there's two different types of rockets. One would be the... Okay, I'm gonna see this real quick. What the fuck is that? Wait, hold on. There is a specific car you're supposed to drive. He's done that with the Bullet. So, what if I tried doing it like this? I don't think it works. Maybe it does, but it could be wrong. Okay, yep, it actually works. I am flat out stuck right now. And I landed on my front. Okay, my graphics is dying. What if I did it in reverse? Hold on. This is trippy. If you ask me, that's at least one glitch where you straight out want to say, "Shit, is my ass high or something like that?" Of course, this car is a bit fragile. Oh, wait. There must be another one around here, too. Oh, I almost hit him. Crap. I think I missed it. He got up there. Oh, because he used that small hill as a ramp, maybe. Neither was I buying a subscription to have more fuel and play and blueprints for the cars. Yeah, that's my problem, is that they want us to pay money just for extra additional content of the game. My answer is just gonna be no. Like, I don't care if you're offering me a fucking BMW M3 GTR. Hell, the thing of it is that I don't even if I drove that car, say the least, right? I would prefer not driving the Hero Edition because it's just overrated, in my personal opinion. It's just that paying for extra crap is immensely annoying. Yo, I'm outside the track. Okay, I'm back in the track. Well, there is glitches that exist. Like, there's a lot of stuff about the game that I don't like. The subscription idea that they have, the fact that you gotta buy some gasoline in order to go through a few races or something like that. Blueprints just to get one stinking car. And it doesn't, like, that could be any vehicle, as far as I know. Like, say if I wanted a Ford GT from 2005, I would assume there's a lot of blueprints for that car. And I wasn't even going to go out of my way just to go pay my money to do that. And if I were to work my way through it, it would be a hefty grind just to get one stinking car. Which is a complete waste of my time, where I could get it without even having to spend any time. Of course, I could do that for Carbon because it's not that hard to go through just to get that vehicle. Pain and boring because you are in the same event. To me, it just sucks out the fun that you gotta play a short event in each and every single Need for Speed No Limit. In every single race of Need for Speed No Limits. Which honestly begs me to differ to say that this game is actually fun. It just takes for it's just short lived. There's no need to say there's like no need to play the game. I don't know. All I know is that Need for Speed No Limits is just in multiple ways. The one Need for the one Need for Speed mobile game I will never have an interest into in like ever. I don't even care if there was a famous YouTuber that actually talked about that game for once in his lifeline. I say what I will say about the game, and that's about it. What's worth is you have to choose a card like Payback style. Yikes. I don't even like Payback as it is. It's the Payback either Payback's just painful for me to play. That's why I don't want to waste my time trying to play that game. But with that being said, I am not wasting any more of my time on another Need for Speed game that is modernly decrepit, has so many problems, looks and feels boring, and all that kind of. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I don't care if it's on. I know I'm certain I'm not gonna do that on mobile, and I don't care if it's like a remaster of Most 105 or Underground 2, despite the fact that those remasters, quote unquote, are not gonna do that. Are not gonna be done anytime soon. Needless to say, the company is not gonna do that. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna head off the lobby because I gotta go take a break real quick. Besides, I still want to do some more of the campaign as it is. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. Now it's time for us to get to the rest of the campaign of this game. Wait a minute, how did they get second place on the second race? I must have gotten cheesed when I didn't even notice. Anyways, we're gonna see about doing some more racing, some of these more events, and if I get near to the end of this game, and if I don't happen to finish, good chance I'm gonna finish tomorrow. Could do another live stream. I'm not gonna be busy or anything like that. I'm no completionist, but I try to do as much as I possibly can to get all the events done. Wait, so who's in first then? Sophia's in second, Jason's in third, and Jack's... Wait. No, wait, Jack's in third, Jason's in second, and then Frank... Sophia's in first. Okay. I'm losing my brain cells. Please send medical assistance as requested. Just gotta enjoy that little bit of Big Red. Sophia crashed. Wait, that's not Sophia that crashed out. Was that Sally? Okay, I didn't crash out. No, it was Katie. Damn. Oh, that was nice. What the fuck is Jack doing? Okay, that was not nice. And that was my rear end that hit that thing. Hit that, support. Metal beam. Oh no. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, that didn't go by as worse as I anticipated. Over here. I'm gonna wreck you. Okay, never mind. I totally botched that one up. Oh fuck. It's always scary to see that gray arrow just coming up behind you when you're in street class. Because you may be going against Sophia, but someone is gonna be thinking, oh hey, it's Sophia, not even ending up to notice that she's driving a pickup truck. Straight up the scariest shit you could ever see. Okay. Landed. Nice. Not bad. Okay, and messed that one up. Yikes. Alright. Jump it. Land on my wheels. Continue going. Keep it going. Man, I'm doing horribly inside of this class. I feel like it's because of the car that I chose is the problem. Jason's just getting manhandled by Sophia. Okay, yep. That happened. Oh wow, Sally just caused a crash out to Sophia. This couch is stuck in the car. Crap. And then there goes Sophia with the truck. I felt like I should have just taken Crusader for this. In other words, I probably made the wrong choice of cars. No worries, I'll manage. Somehow. Katie Jackson's wrecked. Okay, that was Sophia. Get out of my way. Fuck. Please tell me at least that I won some points. If I lost two, if I'm in second, then I gotta do this one again. Nice. First. The Ring of Fire. Let's do it. Oh, come on. Nice. That was run number 1. This is easy. Unless they change the placement of the rings, but this is easy. Perhaps it's just the way that I do this. One more run. I gotta nail this one. Fuck. Got it. Oh, but dude, I got 170 the 1725 last time. Does it depend on how fast you're going? I feel like that's how it is. Oh no, it's how far you've gone up. It's your angle. It still got cooldown. And I still beat everyone. Okay, that was a second try. So there's Street Twilights and then Street Wreck. So we're gonna do Street Twilights before we get to the Wreck one. Oh wow, Sophia just spun out. Here we go. Jason's ahead. Jeez, man. How he has so much nitrous. He's probably been building it up while he's destroying stuff. There's no other way than that. A little bit of side swiping. Okay, I didn't see that one coming. There we go. Right.
They're in a Xbox remote box. Some special ass controller.
Fusion by Power A. I have witnessed that I have flipped on my ceiling. I have been barrel rolled. Yikes, there goes one of the drivers. What? Yeah. I haven't asked him that question. I haven't asked Nathan. Oh, there is no way I'm gonna go all the way over there. I can't drive it all the way there though. Mom recommends me not to. Sorry about that. That was my brother. He was bothering me as usual. Sally's wrecked. Great. How inconvenient of her to be wrecked by a bunch of others. Riggedy riggedy wrecked. Man, Sophia's a pain in the ass. She's able to keep up with that stinking truck, man. It wouldn't even be that easy for a truck to keep up. Our truck has a lot of speed, that's why. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. You gotta be fucking kidding me, fucking tree! Fuck you, tree! Might be the best street car. Oh, the Grand Canyon has that much speed. It's just so OP. I guess Bugbear wanted to make it a real challenge. Up, and she got stuck to a tree. Like, they wanted to make this game a challenge. They didn't want to make it as easy as, I don't know, say the first Flatout game. Then again, I'm pretty certain the first... But then, I have to think of it. The first Flatout game probably wasn't even easy as well, as far as I know. Unless I'm wrong. Beach. No! Oh shit. Fuck you! Fuck you! Bitch. Get back here. Boom. Okay. Okay. Imagine if that actually made me jump through the water. What the hell is going on? I just see Sally right there in the water. Looks like she was still able to drive in there. Well, she barely landed in the water and couldn't seem to drive at all. I'm only saying that because I saw Sally Taylor in the... I saw her a little blip. A little triangle. That's a sewer grate. That's a piece of the sewer. My first car was the Countach car with the V8 engine. You mean the Sparrowhawk? I think I tried that car once before, but for the most part, I know that this is my first car I've played, like right now. Right. Check behind the TV.
I don't know about you. I'm not even certified. Still got antidepressant. Yeah, that shit's
Plus, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish the game right away, but I'll see if I could do it tomorrow because I know for certain that I'm not gonna be busy tomorrow either. So there is that. But yeah, that's just about it. So with that being said, my name is iShell01. Hopefully you did enjoy the stream. If you did, feel free to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you want to. That is, if you're new to the channel, stuff like that. And there's still some more games I'm gonna go out and about and try out for myself. I'm slowly trying to get myself to make a little something for myself, a little montage video. So but that's gonna be a long work in progress, as far as I know. And it'll take me a very long while. It'll take me like weeks, maybe a month or so. But yeah, there's that I'm trying to do outside of live streaming, is trying to make an actual proper video for the first time in like a month. But yeah, aside that, thank you all for watching the live stream. And as I should say, per usual, I shall see you in another stream. See ya.